Hi, Terry Murphy here for Speakers Roundtable. It's my pleasure today to introduce a remarkable speaker and best-selling author, Chad Hymas. Chad was critically injured at age 27 while building his dream on his 5,800-acre ranch in Utah, rendering him paralyzed. Enjoy his very personal message on passion, inspiration, and results.
Hi, everybody. My name is Chad Hymas. It's great to be with you and spend a few minutes with you. You know, these last 60 days have been kind of like a reflection for me. I've never experienced anything like this before in my life, as many of you that are watching this, but I have had some similarities that have taken me back, where I've reflected on some past experiences. And in order for you to understand that, let me just take a few seconds and take you back 19 years, almost 20 years, when I was out working on the farm here, just right outside the office, and had a 1-ton bale of hay roll over backwards while I was building a dream and feeding our animals, and it ended up breaking my neck and rendered me a quadriplegic. So that's why my hands are curled, and I'm numb from the shoulders down, and my arms don't work very well, and I just share that with you, not because I expect any of you on this recording, or those that are listening to this message, to be paralyzed physically, but many of you right now are in a state of uncertainty, fear, doubt, and in that we share something in common. And so if I can, in the next couple of minutes, let me just share with you a couple of ideas, a couple of principles that have helped me to take an experience of uncertainty, an experience of fear, for sure fear, and an experience of doubt, and turn it into an opportunity. And I believe that if you'll implement some of these same principles, you'll find the same successful, happy results that I have through this paralysis. You don't have to be paralyzed physically to experience fear, uncertainty, and doubt, although many of you are going through the symptoms of paralysis yourself. So the first thing that I want to share with you is this. Those of us that refuse to change with changing circumstance will find ourselves paralyzed in our own traditions, our own habits. You can just look at me, for example. If I was to refuse to change the kind of food that I eat, or the way that I eat my food, or the clothes that I wear, or how I get dressed, or how I move around, and today I move around in a wheelchair, or the way that I write, or the way that I court my spouse, if I was to refuse to adapt to that change, I would still find myself caught back in the same uncertainty and fear and doubt that I was experiencing 19 years ago. So number one is to be willing to adapt with changing circumstance. Be willing to adapt your mindset, the way you think, the way that you've believed your entire life. Just because you were taught a certain way to get dressed, or to eat food, or to go on a date, or to I don't know, all the essential functions of life. Drive a car. Doesn't mean it's the only right way. There are several right answers. Number two, be willing to be teachable. I remember my dad trying to teach me some new methods of how to get dressed and eat, and I got so frustrated that I said some things to my dad that caused him to walk out of the hospital. My dad wasn't leaving me because he was a mean person or because he was mad per se. He was leaving me because you can't teach a horse or make a horse drink that doesn't want to drink. You can lead a horse to the trough, but you can't make the horse drink. Don't be an unteachable horse or an undrinkable horse. And the last principle that I'll share with you is very, very simple. It's been my experience that when I feel the most fear, uncertainty, and doubt, go find somebody else and give them a sense of hope. Maybe it's a small random act of kindness. Maybe it's just spending time with somebody. Two things happen when you do that. The first thing is, well, your mind becomes more focused on other people, which is a great, great blessing. And the second thing is even better. You don't have time to worry about your own problems. Let that be the remedy for this pandemic and some of the change and uncertainty that you're going through. I want to thank you all again for inviting me to be part of this. My name's Chad Hymas. Look forward to seeing you down the road.
We hope you enjoyed that. Here's more information.